Cruel and unusual punishment comes from the Eighth Amendment, where it states excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Cruel and unusual punishments would be a punishment that does not fit the crime, such as crucifixion or burning at the stake. The death penalty is not considered a cruel and unusual punishment. It is actually called capital punishment. The act of treason can actually be punishable by death. Death by firing squad and injection are considered constitutional ways of the death penalty. On only a very few occasions has the Supreme Court upheld the 8th and 14th Amendment, like in 1910 with Weems v. U.S. The court overturned the conviction against the Coast Guard, who had been sentenced 15 years to hard labor while chained at wrist and ankle. And another time in 1962, setting a precedent that a law claiming narcotics addiction be a punishable crime rather than an illness violated the Constitution. Cruel and unusual punishment doesn't seem to have the best track record. Some states have made the death sentence mandatory for certain crimes. Other states have what's called a two-step process. First is the trial to settle the question of guilty or innocent. Second, whether the circumstances involved in the crime justify a sentence of death. Coker v. Georgia in 1977 and Atkins v. Virginia in 2002 specifically questioned the constitutionality of the death penalty. Though even if the crime doesn't result in a death, accused may still end up with a capital punishment. Punishment seems to be just as fair as the normal law system we go through. One of the criteria is that acts of treason can only be committed during times of war, and only punishable when the accused has helped or aided with enemies of the state. Treason can be punishable by death, but it has never actually been applied. But treason can only be committed during times of war. There are certain cases in which treason can be committed in times of peace, attempting such things as espionage or planning to overthrow the government. There aren't many cases that have gone up to the Supreme Court involving treason. It seems as if you are mostly protected for your capital punishment and cruel and unusual punishment.